Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we are talking about something almost all of us experience, but rarely admit out loud: self doubt. That quiet voice that whispers, "You are not ready. You are not good enough. Who do you think you are? Someone else can do this better." If you ever felt that voice, this episode is for you. Because self doubt does not mean you are weak. It does not mean you are incapable. It actually means you care. And today we are going to unpack what self doubt really is, where it comes from, and how to move forward even when it shows up. Self doubt is not the absence of ability, it's the fear of not measuring up. It shows up when you start something new, when you speak up in a meeting, when you post something online, when you try to grow, and especially when you are about to do something that matters. Here is something important: self doubt often increases right before growth. Let that sink in. The bigger the opportunity, the louder the fear. It's not a sign to stop, it's usually a sign that you are stretching. Self doubt usually comes from three main places. First, comparison. We live in a world of constant comparison: social media, achievements, parenting, fitness, money. We see everyone's highlight reel and compare it to our behind the scenes, and suddenly we feel behind. But here is the truth: you are comparing your beginning to someone else's middle, or even worse, their edited version. Comparison does not inspire growth, it quietly destroys confidence. Second, perfectionism. Sometimes self doubt is not insecurity, it's perfectionism wearing a different outfit. You think, if I can't do it perfectly, I won't do it at all. If it's not amazing, it's a failure. But perfectionism raises the bar so high that you never feel ready. And when you never feel ready, you doubt yourself. Progress builds confidence, perfection blocks it. Third, past experiences. Maybe someone once told you you are too quiet, you are too emotional. That's not realistic. And even if that comment was years ago, it stuck. Sometimes self doubt is not your voice, it's an old echo. And today might be the day you stop replaying it. Here is something freeing. Confident people still feel self doubt, they just act anyway. Confidence is not the absence of fear, it's movement despite fear. You don't wake up confident one day, you build it through small promises kept to yourself. Showing up, trying again, learning publicly, failing privately, continuing anyway. Confidence is built in action, not in thought. You don't think your way into confidence, you act your way into it. Let's get practical. Here are real strategies you can use starting today. First, name the voice. When self doubt shows up, don't let it run the room. Pause and say, "That's self doubt speaking." Not truth, not fact, not reality, just fear. Naming it separates you from it. Second, collect evidence. Self doubt says you can't. Respond with evidence. Make a list: times you figured things out, challenges you survived, goals you achieved, hard days you got through. Your past is proof that you are capable. Third, shrink the step. Sometimes we doubt ourselves because the goal feels huge. Instead of "I need to be successful," try, "What's one small step I can take today?" Send the email, record the episode, apply for the role, go for the walk, have the conversation. Small action reduces big fear. Fourth, stop waiting to feel ready. You will almost never feel 100% ready. If you wait for zero fear, you will wait forever. Growth lives slightly outside your comfort zone. not in panic, but in stretch. Fifth, speak to yourself like you would do a friend. If your friend said, I don't think I am good enough, would you agree? No. You would remind them of their strengths, their progress, their resilience. Start speaking to yourself with that same kindness. Self respect builds self belief. I want you to think about something right now. What is the one thing you have been delaying because of self doubt? A project? A goal? A conversation? A dream? You don't need loud confidence. You need quiet courage. And courage is simply taking the next step, even when your voice shakes. Thank you for spending this time with me. If today's episode meant something to you, I would love for you to subscribe and join us here.